because when you realize that more than 50% of our productivity growth stems from efficient and innovative use of ICT, then you realize that dealing with ICT is dealing with a crisis. This is, fortunately, President Barroso had himself very soon realized what is the importance of the digital agenda, and already in his political guidelines of last year, he pointed out this as a key field, and in the context of the Europe 2020 strategy for smart, sustainable and inclusive growth, he put the digital agenda as the first of the 7 flagship initiatives of the Commission. So now what is the objective of the digital agenda? Now is where I would put my first slide, but it's still working. The objective, voila, the goal, you can go into the goal. The goal is to maximize the potential of ICT. That is the goal. What does it mean? And why? Well, first of all, maximizing the potential of ICT. Go ahead. What does it mean? It means 2 things. First of all, that ICT have a key role to play in getting Europe's economy back on track. I would say that none of the pressing challenges of our time, being it climate change, pensions, healthcare, will be solved without a strong ICT component. This is why Vice President Cruz from time to time says, I'm the Commissioner for Growth. But the digital agenda for Europe is not only about productivity, it is about people. It is about growth and jobs and improving quality of life. ICTs connect communities, help us to better care for our elderly, and when used well, they also deepen our democracy. So I think that in these times of crisis, where we are all for the last 2 years, and as Commissioner for Competition, we've participated to that, we are fixing problems. We are trying to fix what we did wrong. I think the digital agenda for Europe is finally a positive message. It's a message of growth, of productivity. And honestly, I don't know any other investment option that can give a comparative advantage to all sectors. So, how are we going to maximize the potential of ICT? Well, here you have our virtuous cycle. I'm happy to see that it coincides a lot with the one that Julio was showing. In the end, it's more or less the same idea. And this drawing, you believe it or not, but it's the Commissioner's idea. We were at the very beginning, when we were drafting the digital agenda communication that we adopted in May, we were having this discussion about what is first, the chicken or the egg. And there were those saying, well, we have to really put our emphasis on investment in networks. We need networks, otherwise you don't have content, you don't have service. And there were others in the office saying, well, now what we have to promote is content and services. We need to promote e-government, e-health, legal offers of music, because this is what is going to create demand for investment in networks. And we ended up creating a circle and concluding that, in fact, this is like the chicken and the egg. It's a circle. And the objective of the Digital Agenda Action Plan is precisely to make this circle work, so that there is attractive content and services, that they increase service demand, and therefore there is a case for investment in networks. So we say, well, wonderful, that is a plan. Why is this circle not working, or could it work better? And what we did was to identify what were, I was going to say the problems, but I don't like. I like to be positive. The challenges. What are the challenges of the digital agenda? And we found 7 challenges. There you have them. Lack of investment in networks is certainly one. Fragmented digital market is a very important one. Lack of interoperability, lack of skills, rising cybercrime and low trust, insufficient R&D, and fragmented answers to societal challenges. These are our 7 challenges. And, well, this is everything. This is the whole society is implying this circle. And you will tell us, well, you Commission need to have priorities. We do have priorities, but we have priorities within each of these challenges. But we need to tackle them all, because you can have a wonderful digital market that if you don't have networks, it will not work. So they all need to be tackled. So now, I'm going to very quickly, because I have to catch my train, go through the challenges, but in a visual manner. I will just show 1 or 2 slides per challenge so that you can see figures. Obviously, it will not be a complete picture, but at least visually you will be able to see what we face when we arrive in our first. The first challenge is as I mentioned, the fragmented digital markets. We no longer have to queue at the borders, at the customs, but we still have 27 different digital economies. You can perfectly buy a CD in Portugal, just across the border, but still there are a lot of problems to buy cross-border online. So here, to visualize, this is just an example. This table compares in millions the number of legal downloads in an integrated market like the US, for example, and in fragmented markets like the European Union and Asia, if we take it as a market. What we have is that the US level is 4 times of downloads is 4 times bigger, at least legal downloads. And it is not surprising that only 4 of the top 54 websites visited across Europe are of European origin. Obviously, behind this there is a copyright system that is not adapted to the digital environment. I'm here only enumerating the challenges, then we'll come to the solutions. Another visual way to see the problem of digital markets, digital fragmented markets. You see that in 2009, only 37% of the individuals aged between 16 and 74 order goods or services for private use. Only 8% of online shoppers buy from another country. And 60% of cross-border internet shopping orders fail due to technical or legal reasons. And all this is a pity because, here comes the positive message, if we manage to fix this problem, achieving a true digital single market could alone boost the Europe's GDP by 4% over the next years, according to some experts. So this for the digital single market. Now, let's go to the second challenge. Low trust in networks. This table shows what are the reasons for not buying online. And you see that only 12% of European web users feel completely safe making online transactions. And that, I don't know if we can get this one closer. No, okay. And that, well, you would see that one of the main reasons are privacy and lack of trust in networks. So this is certainly a challenge. We could have a wonderful digital single market that if people don't trust the networks, they will not get the advantage, they will not use it. Third challenge. The third challenge, lack of interoperability and ill-adapted standard setting processes. I think that Julio agrees with that. Many of you as well. We know this is a problem that my commissioner has really very close to her heart because she was dealing with it already as Commissioner for Competition. Lack of interoperability comes in every field we are dealing with. When we talk about e-health, when we talk about e-government, everything. This comes again, e-signatory identity. And as regards standard setting, well, it is clear that we must catch up with fast-moving technology markets. This table, it was difficult for me to find a visual picture of the problem of standardization. So I just put that, which shows that the Euro standard organization cover only a few service-oriented architecture standards, and that the Internet and web standards are being decided somewhere else. So this is certainly another challenge. Lack of investment in networks. I think that the two persons that have preceded me have certainly talked a lot about that. This is really a problem. If I start with the positive side, let's say that as regards broadband coverage, we are doing very well. In 2009, Europe had 94%, and as regards rural areas, 80%. But when we talk about fiber to the home, which is just one indicator, we see that we are really lagging behind Japan and Korea. There you have not only the penetration and the comparison, but also the increase. How really you see the different angle of the black line. So this is certainly a big challenge. The next challenge. Next challenge. Voilà. Lack of digital literacy and skills. We can have really wonderful content, perfect digital market. We can have really the best networks, that still 1/3 of Europeans have never used Internet. So there is certainly a lot of work to do in this field. You see how it is directly related with age and directly related with level of education. So there is certainly a lot to do in this field if we want to have really take-up. Another one. This one is difficult also to explain, because what we want to show is that there are really a lot of missed opportunities in addressing societal challenges. This figure is only reflecting the increase of the percentage of GDP that long-term care and health care is the forecast, and it's huge. And this is just a challenge. We have a climate change challenge. We have e-government challenge. This is just an example. And the good news is that investing more in e-health services and applications could dramatically improve the range and quality of care available. And just think of telemedicine and portable devices. They can offer a revolution in freedom of movement for patients, and in addition, saving everyone's money. I think that e-health is certainly a field where the technology is more mature than the market, unfortunately. And this is, here I think I finished with my, no, there's still a last challenge, let's not forget it, research and innovation. Well, this figure just talks by itself, no need of explanation. EU is underinvesting in ICT research and development, and we are still less than half US level. We need therefore adequate funding and coordination. And now I do finish with the challenges. I'm going now to quickly explain you how are we going to deal with these challenges. Well, we have adopted this communication that has 101 actions, 31 legislative actions, and probably an entrepreneurial culture to change as well. Now, we have 7 pillars that are trying to address each of the challenges. I'm not going through all of them because we don't have the time and you can read the documents. I may stop in some of them. I will quickly pass through them. The first one, digital single market. Here you see what we are very ambitious, but that is Vice President Cruz. This is the way she is. She wants to promote access to legal content, and she would like that by 2015, 50% of people do online shopping and 20% cross-border. I told you before the numbers. We are 37 and 8. So how? Well, there are certainly a lot of actions to take in this field. I mentioned copyright. Simplifying copyright clearance, management, and cross-border licensing is certainly an important action. The Commission is coming at the beginning of next year with proposals to promote legal offers. As Vice President Cruz says often, when you have in countries like this one so much illegal downloading, when it reaches figures like 90%, then it means that politicians have a problem. It means that you can tackle it, you can do IPR enforcement, and we should do it certainly, but we have to also find solutions to promote legal offers. So acting on copyright will certainly help. Making electronic payments and invoicing easier. Simplifying online dispute resolution. And of course, improving and achieving, in fact, e-authentication. This, the Commission is coming with proposals in these 4 fields of actions that will deal with the digital single market. Another pillar, interoperability and standards. These are the objectives. Make better use of standards, increase interoperability. And I'm going to trust and security. We came already 2 weeks ago with certain proposals on combating cyber attacks and on proposal modernize ENISA. Data protection, this is being discussed right now in the Commission, how to improve the data protection system. And now this one, I will stop a little bit here. These are our targets. By 2013, 100% internet coverage. Okay, I'm going to finish here now, very shortly. And, well, you know them by heart. Julio saw them as well. And the question is, how can we really ensure investment in a time of deep economic crisis? That is the question. But I will answer with another question. And I'm happy that Julio was probably saying the same thing. And that's always reassuring. How can we afford not to invest? That is, for me, the problem. Now we don't have the choice. How to do it? Where is the money going to come from? That is not an easy question. I think a magic formula could have 3 ingredients. First, a mix of technology. Second, many sources of funding. And third, limiting costs. And this one is probably the easiest one, limiting costs. Some of these things can be obvious for you, but for instance, coordinating network rollout with other public digging work, such as water pipes and electrical cables, is something that really is simple and could really save a lot of money. So now, the key issues that will be discussed and are being already discussed in the near future, well, there was discussion already about net neutrality. This is obviously going to be one of them. The person just in the first row was saying, well, what is impeding you, Telefonica, to ask Google to pay money? Well, legally nothing, but as he explained, maybe for market reasons this is a difficult thing. This debate is really now being had. I hear the proposal of collective solutions. Very good, collective solutions are good, but obviously we have to respect competition rules, which is always a challenge when a lot of operators sit around the table and present something collectively. So this is you need to find the right balance. Universal service, another key topic. Should universal service play a role in this, in managing coverage? We have listened to the huge figures that Julio was mentioning, billions. And then it is crucial to determine whether an extended universal service obligation would need to be funded if existed by the telecom sector. I think that Vice President Cruz has passed the message already. Last week she was giving a speech saying, well, listen, before deciding anything like that, the possible impact on all economic actors has to be kept in mind. Now, I will just show you because I really need to take my train. I just show quickly that we are dealing with, these are the objectives for skills. You can you can show them as I conclude. What would I conclude? You are going to see, I've seen the program for this seminar. I must say I'm very jealous that I cannot stay here because it really looks great. And I think it's the right approach because you are going to hear about everything. I'm sure you will talk about consumers, you will talk about workers, you will talk about patients, you will talk about doctors, you will talk about the ICT industry, the manufacturing industry, SMEs. You will talk also about artists, authors, and musicians. You will talk about the environment. You will talk about researchers. And you're going to talk about children, certainly, I'm sure, but also about older and disabled people. You will talk about people in the cities, and about people in rural and remote areas. And this is why the digital agenda is so important, because it touches everything and every one of us. And we have so much at stake that we can not afford getting it wrong. Our jobs, our health, our standards of living, and our ability to leave this world a better place than when we arrived, this all pivots around maximizing the potential of ICT. Thank you very much.